Coming up on Valley News Live at 6, a wedding photography business closes, causing couples to scramble. Salama Pendleton sentenced today. Hear what happened in court. And it's a first alert weather day, what you can expect when walking out the door, not only tonight, but through the rest of the weekend. Valley News Live at 6 starts right now.
This is Valley News Live at 6.
Photographers, brides, and grooms are speaking out tonight after a Bismarck-based photography studio dropped the bombshell that they're closing their doors. The company, Glosser Images, has told photographers and clients in several states. We've received dozens of whistleblower calls from you as well. Valley News Team's JC Dodd joins us now in the studio. She's been digging into this, and she joins us now with what she's found. JC?
Well, Mike, last night, hundreds of people received an email from the founder of Glosser Images, Jack Glosser, saying his company is closing and won't be issuing any refunds, leaving couples without a wedding photographer and down thousands of dollars. It didn't take long for a whistleblower hotline to be flooded with phone calls and emails from dozens of couples and former subcontracted Glosser photographers asking for our help. I quickly discovered those photographers were just as blindsided as the clients.
It's my big day too, but she's been dreaming of this day for her entire life. And so I think when something like this happens, you're caught off guard and you worry that it's not going to be the day that you've worked so hard for to have.
Tomorrow, Will Davis will marry the love of his life, but today he was left scrambling to find a solution after Glosser Images decided to close its doors just 48 hours before his wedding. He and his fiancée are down $4,000.
Most people that are getting married are trying to start a life and buy a house and, get their life moving. Something like this, when you've sacrificed enough to pay that to capture your special day and for it to just with one email be taken is frustrating.
Amara Willert was a subcontracted photographer for Glosser Images, but she says since she started in June, 23 weddings later, she hasn't received a dime from Glosser.
They're going to pay us. They have to, right? They have to pay us. But now it's not looking like that.
While she and her husband are down almost 15 grand, she says she's only worried about making sure the brides and grooms still have a photographer on their wedding day.
It's one thing to lose money, but you can't redo a wedding.
She is just one of dozens of photographers who are speaking out saying they hadn't been paid by Glosser, and now they're stepping up trying to help.
We're just trying to help clean up their mess.
Marissa Sahlberg plans to get married next September. Last Thursday, she paid in full for a videographer from Glosser Images. On top of the already booked photographer, she's now down $4 grand.
So we're looking at not even getting to go on a honeymoon because of it. So that's also really a bummer.
A Facebook group called Hold Glosser Accountable with more than 1,000 members is discussing how they can get their money back or get the pictures that had already been taken.
They aren't going to get their pictures, and I can't even begin to think about that of having your day photographed, and now you don't get your pictures at all, and you don't get a redo of that.
All of the brides, are they going to get their photos? Are they going to get their money back? What's going to happen? I have a wedding tomorrow, I have a wedding on Saturday. What's going to happen to them?
We've tried to contact Jack Glosser.
You've reached the voicemail for Jack Glosser, founder of Glosser Images. Please leave a message after the tone.
But haven't heard back. In the email announcing the closer, Jack Glosser told his clients to reach out to his attorney with any questions. But today, that attorney sent an email saying he will not be representing Glosser Images in regards to the matter. Now, moments ago, we received a press release with an apology from Glosser, and he will now be represented by Fargo attorney Tim O'Keefe. We've been told the North Dakota Attorney General's office plans to launch an investigation into Glosser's Images, saying they've received at least 50 complaints about the business. Mike?
Tough news for a lot of people. Thanks, JC. And if this happened to you, you're encouraged to file a consumer complaint with the North Dakota Attorney General's office, and you can find a link by going to our website at valleynewslive.com. And if you have a tip that you want us to investigate, call or text our whistleblower hotline. That phone number is on your screen right now. It's 701-369-3187. Well, the weather is starting to pick up in some parts of the Red River Valley, so let's go to Hutch Johnson for a look at what could be just the beginning of a rather tumultuous weekend. Hutch?
Indeed, yeah, we certainly are undergoing changes as we speak. Looking at the clouds from the Luther Family Ford location, some billowing and tall cumulonimbus clouds or thunderstorms developing not far from the FM area. For now, Fargo, quiet, but we may have a chance at seeing some showers and storms. We called a first alert weather day for your day tonight and added Saturday on. Saturday brings even a better chance of severe weather. Now, I wasn't anticipating much severe weather tonight, but we have had a couple of storms that have shown that they could be capable of 1-inch diameter hail. Now, here is an update for you just coming in from the National Weather Service. If you're in Red Lake Falls, there is a new severe thunderstorm warning for the area until 7 o'clock for 1-inch diameter hail and for 60-mile-per-hour gusts. So that's this new box that was just added. And this storm moving off to the north and east at about 25 to 30 miles per hour with the deep red there could be capable of brief moments of 1-inch diameter hail. I encourage you to send any reports of hail and the measurement of the diameter of the largest stones that you get to your local authorities, or share it with us on Facebook. We can let people know what's coming their way. This storm is heading in that general direction of Plummer and will be there by 6:30. Now, as we take a look down to the south, another storm system. This is moving into the climax area with some severe weather as well, working to the north and east. For now, most of the storms are north of the FM area, and for now, that's the way it will be, as this cold front is getting ready to make big changes. And those changes will bring another round of severe weather. I'll have details on that, Mike, coming up here in a moment with your Saturday outlook.
All right, keep us posted. Thanks.
I pray that the court sentences the defendant the maximum allowed by law. Gunner needs to be taught that if you do something wrong, bad things happen. Cody cannot be here to teach his son from right and wrong, but our judicial system can.
Solomon Pendleton was sentenced today for the murder of Officer Cody Holte and his mother Lola Moore after a shootout that happened on May 27th of 2020. In court today, several people read emotional impact statements. The judge described Pendleton's actions as having caused devastating harm and agony. Pendleton was sentenced to life in prison without the possibility of parole for the murder of Holte. The judge also ordered 6 years, 39 months for possession of marijuana. He received concurrent sentences for the death of his mother, the attempted murders of Sergeant Kelly McLean and Corporal Ron Nord, also terrorizing and reckless endangerment. In July, a Grand Forks jury found Pendleton guilty on 7 of 9 charges against him. That shooting started after 2 Grand Forks County deputies tried to enforce an eviction on Pendleton and his mom for not paying rent. An early morning car chase reached speeds of 125 miles per hour, according to North Dakota Highway Patrol. Troopers attempted to pull over this man, 31-year-old Grant Goodsell of Halstead, Minnesota, for driving at a high rate of speed. Just before 2 a.m., Goodsell lost control of his car at 12th Avenue North and I-94. He attempted to run from police. He was caught by troopers and transported to the Cass County Jail. He has since been charged with DUI, fleeing a police officer, resisting arrest, and other lesser offenses. The investigation continues. A Dilworth bar was burglarized this morning, the alarm going off around 7 a.m. at the Silver Spike Bar and Grill. Police found damage to slot machines, cash registers, and doors. Police haven't said much about what money was taken, but they are able to get us some pictures of the video surveillance. They say the suspects drove a silver or gray Chrysler 300. If you recognize the man or woman, please contact Dilworth Police. The phone number is 218-287-2666. Later on Valley News Live at 6, students in Moorhead now have a way to gain real work skills.
And folks gathering in Fargo and Moorhead for big parades as we're celebrating some homecoming. Storms pretty close to the FM area. Your hour-by-hour forecast is coming up for a rocky weekend of weather next.